San Miguel was a dream. At the very beginning, I didn't know what type of schools we needed. I went around the south of Tucson, just driving around, and started reading about what was happening on the south side of Tucson. And then of course I learned about the gangs, and there were so many, and then most of those young people didn't make it to be 20. And of course, they didn't care about schools.
And one day, this is a cool story, I didn't know I was going to do this. So I told Vicki, come on, let's get in the car. Where are we going? I said, we're going to go down the south side. And we just drove around, and we were really moved. We were moved that we hadn't done something for the people of the south side. You know, they're a big part of our community. So we drove around and we realized this is something we need to do.
First, we were told that Tucson was not big enough for a Cristo Rey high school, that we wouldn't be, it was very hard to get the jobs. So they wanted a city like Phoenix. I kept on with that dream. I said, there has to be a way. And of course I prayed, and I said, we need a miracle, but we need to have a high school on the south side.
So I was gonna say no, but I got so excited, they said, all we'd like for you to do is go call on some employers to see if they'd hire these kids. Because one job equals 4 students.
And I'm very grateful to everybody, businessmen, people here in the whole community in Tucson that made it possible to have San Miguel.
It's a vivid memory of them arriving eager in some ways, nervous in other ways, and definitely probably very mindful that this was all a risk. Here they arrived to this school that had very simple facilities at the time, but we were very grateful that these families were taking the risk, that they were giving this a chance, that they were opting for something different, something countercultural in many ways. And so between that, and I had the privilege of taking a group of students to their first day of work, and going to a business and saying, here's your 14-year-old, good luck, was definitely one of those clear memories of that first year, those first days. Many of the first students and first families, I will tell you, all of this was an empty lot. Our opening event took place that first year, looking at an empty lot and saying, this will be it. This will be the place where we will build a school. Here we are, blessed abundantly by this transformation. And all we can say is, look at what God has done because of the faith and zeal of many people who dared to dream and dared to make it all a reality.
So not only the kids going to graduate with and go to college, they all graduate, they all go to college. Some don't make it, unfortunately. But the ones that do, they all graduate, they all go to college, and hopefully they'll come back into our community and make a difference, which I know they will, because these kids are unbelievable.
And I think San Miguel taught me what it meant to be a man for others. I believe that begins in high school. And if you could start shaping young lives in the way that San Miguel shaped me at my age, I believe we'd have a better world.
I'm most thankful for the students. They are awe-inspiring. They make it very easy to come to work every single day. And they make it hard to go home in the evening because I want to stay there and be with them.
Yo me enteré de San Miguel gracias a que vivo en esa ubicación y gracias a una vecina. De la manera que yo me enteré es porque yo veía al hijo de ella, un jovencito muy bien vestido profesionalmente, muy limpio, muy recto, muy formal, una persona muy bien para su edad. Entonces yo le pregunté que si por qué tan jovencito él vestía de esa manera y se comportaba como tal. Ella me empezó a explicar sobre San Miguel, me dijo que él estudiaba y trabajaba en esa escuela católica preparatoria y me dio la información para que yo contactara a la escuela y al gerente de admisiones.
It was me and my mom for about 8 years. She had me when she got pregnant when she was 15, had me at 16. And we definitely grew up together. And that's something that has always been very close to me. I have tremendous respect for her. I definitely lacked that growing up. I didn't have a lot of confidence. I thought, I don't have a lot of things that other kids have, so therefore I'm not as equal to them. But San Miguel has definitely shown me that it doesn't matter where you come from, and it doesn't matter who you are, you can still be successful both in your career and in your education.
I went to kinder, first, second grade while I was in Mexico. We moved to Guatabampo, Sonora, and it was okay. We had everything we needed, but it wasn't, I didn't live in a big house or anything. When I was going to go to third grade, my dad decided that we were gonna move back. And so we did. I started third grade here, and it was hard for me since Spanish was my first language. It was hard for me to learn English. I didn't know a lot. I didn't know how to read, write, or speak it fluently. And so it was hard for me because a lot of the kids made fun of me, or they just, played around. But that was one of my goals. I said, I'm gonna learn the language, and I did.
And what we find is that they realize their circumstances don't define who they are. It simply gives them a foundation to grow from and to be incredible adults, to be able to give back and help change that cycle, end it. We want to end that cycle. And that's what San Miguel is doing, and that's what you're doing by being here tonight and by supporting these students.
And before I had made the chance to not even consider San Miguel. I didn't want to. There was no way I was going to go to another Catholic school. There was no way I was going to wear another uniform, but like I said, those words and seeing the success and thrill that my cousin had of going to college, that really spoke out to me.
Mayores sueños es ver a mis hijas graduadas de una universidad en una carrera que ellas amen, que ellas quieran, que si no es mucho pedir, también me gustaría verlas teniendo su grado de una maestría o hasta un doctorado de ser posible.
My grandparents didn't attend anything aside from, I guess, the equivalent of elementary school in Mexico. For them, a college degree and a college education is something beyond what they would have ever imagined for themselves. So seeing me in college is very enlightening for them. They're very proud of me.
Frida sería, gracias a San Miguel, sería la primera persona de mi familia en ir a la universidad, lo cual yo estoy muy orgulloso de ella.
They help prepare us for what is in the real world. They teach us professionalism. They teach us, I guess, real world etiquette, how to act, agree with the handshake, agree with the smile. And, in a different school, I don't think I would have learned that.
In my situation, when it came time to enroll into the school and apply, I didn't score at the highest level on the education chart. But one thing that I will never forget, and one thing that changed my life completely, is when the advisor had said, you know what, I see something in you, and I see a spark, and I'm gonna give you a shot, and I want you to succeed here at San Miguel.
They help us feel like our dreams and our goals are within reach.
The greatest impact, I think, has been getting out of my comfort zone. I used to not want to do things, or I didn't know I was capable of doing many things. And San Miguel has pushed me into becoming a better person, trying to do more things that I didn't know I was capable of.
And they know that at the end of my 4 years that I'll have a degree in something that I can continue and actually get a job in and provide for myself, start my own family, all of this rippling effect that happens all because of this higher education that I'm receiving. And more than anything, I think my grandparents and my mom, they have to thank San Miguel.
Neither my mom nor my stepdad graduated from college, and also my biological father did not graduate from college. So that's definitely something that is greatly important to me, is that I will be the first generation to go to college in my family.
Every time I've been to San Miguel, it's just a joy, because they have so much spirit, they have so much energy, they have so many gifts, and they want to succeed. They want to grow in their faith. They want to learn. They want to contribute. If you get a chance to meet young people from San Miguel, you'll know why I'm so enthusiastic about it.
I stand before you, a student on Gold Honor Roll, and who has a 4.0 GPA. And I wouldn't have been able to do it without the support and everything that San Miguel has had to offer for me.
I didn't start dreaming until I got to San Miguel. I think it's those people, it's the supporters who make it possible for us to create our dreams. And again, I want to go back to, I don't think I would have gone to Boston College, a prestigious university like Boston College, if it hadn't been for San Miguel High School.
Many of our students come to us below grade level from very difficult family circumstances, and we try to support all of those things, and that takes time, talent, and treasure from all of the people on campus and all of our donors. While we've had a phenomenal 10-year decade and we've achieved so much for these kids, there's still so much to do. And so we don't want to get stuck thinking we're where we need to be. We have done much, but there's much more to do. We need people to know our story, to know our students' story, and to share that across the community so that more and more people can understand what amazing things are happening here and what incredible opportunities our students are taking charge of.
You've given us opportunities that we might have not had if it weren't for you.
Thank you so much for supporting me. It really means a lot to me because it's helping me to become a better person. It's helping me to accomplish my goals, and also it's helping me to know what a community feels like.
Thank you so much for your support and for believing in us.
Si yo tuviera la oportunidad de agradecerle a una persona que patrocina a San Miguel, lo primero que yo haría es pedirle permiso para darle un abrazo y apretar su mano en forma de agradecimiento. De agradecerte por lo que haces por mis hijas, porque sin ti no lo hubiera podido lograr. Yo te agradezco, te agradecería mucho y te diría mil gracias siempre. No tan solo por ayudar a mis hijas, sino también por ayudar a más jóvenes.
We are San Miguel. The students are San Miguel. Those who help finance our school and provide for our education. You are San Miguel, and we are a family. Thank you.